On a cold October night in 1904, the North Sea lay under a low veil of mist. Near Dogger Bank, British fishing boats moved slowly through the dark, their crews thinking only of heavy nets, tired hands, and the homeward journey at dawn. Far away, another fleet was crossing the same waters. The Russian Baltic Fleet was sailing east toward war against Japan, carrying exhausted sailors and officers who had spent weeks at sea under constant strain. Rumors had spread through the ships that Japanese torpedo boats might appear at any moment. In the fog, every distant light seemed suspect, and every shadow fed the fear. Near midnight, a Russian officer saw small lights moving on the water. Convinced he was facing an enemy attack, he cried out that Japanese gunboats were approaching. Fear moved faster than reason. Searchlights flashed across the waves. Sirens broke the silence. Guns opened fire. The targets were not warships. They were British fishing boats, too slow to escape because their nets were still in the water. The fishermen shouted and waved in desperation, but their voices were swallowed by the thunder of the cannon. Shells burst around the boats, tearing wood and steel. One vessel sank into the darkness. 2 fishermen were killed. Others were wounded, and panic spread across the sea. Then the confusion deepened. In the smoke and dark, some Russian ships mistook other Russian ships for Japanese vessels and fired on one another. The sea became a scene of flashes, cries, and chaos as fear turned allies into enemies. Only after long minutes did the truth emerge. There were no Japanese boats in the North Sea. The fleet had attacked innocent civilians because it had mistaken fishing lights for an ambush. When the news reached Britain, outrage followed at once. For a time, war between the Russian Empire and the United Kingdom seemed close. British naval forces were prepared, and the Russian fleet was condemned as a ghost shooting fleet, a force driven more by rumor than by sight.